Basement Bookers Podcast.
What's up? It's your boy, the Basement Bookers Podcast. I thought I'd do the intro anyway, because I always do it. I want everybody to be familiar with it. It's your boy, Basement Jer. Whatever you want to call me. Rich the Riz, the champion of the basement, conqueror of whatever. Here he comes. Where did
That's right.
all this
Here,
man?
here I am. There's my title. We got a show for you this week. We did not have any sort of premium live event or pay-per-view this past week. Nothing this week, but we got analysis, Raw, some NXT if you want to talk about it. We got Smackdown. I also saw Dynamite, and we both watched at least the first 2 episodes of the Vince docu-series, Mr. McMahon. And we can talk about some of that. But let's see how the flow goes. Let's talk about Raw, which, as we all saw, ended. Let's talk about the ending first, real quick. The new IC champ, first singles title for main event Jey Uso, bruh.
Yeah, wow, what a contest. Everybody eating all over themselves. Just can't wait to watch they couldn't wait for the yeet down of Bron Breakker. Everybody was like, no, Bron Breakker's not going to lose. It's going to be, whatever, shenanigans, or he's just going to lose. But lo and behold, with a spear and flying from the heavens, it's main event Jey Uso. He is now the Intercontinental Champion. Is the first singles gold in the history of the Usos. He has set himself apart from his twin finally. Now, instead, you could say the one who had the Intercontinental Championship whenever you get confused.
That's right. And what I like about it for him, there's no asterisk tied to it. There was no interference. There was nothing sketchy that happened. It was a straight up victory. And to the people, I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, it was only Braun Breakker. Too many Brons, man.
Braun Breakker, Braun Strowman.
Bronson Reed. All right.
If Vince was here, I wonder who'd have a new name. Bron Breakker, probably, because he was the last one to come in. They would probably change his name.
Yeah.
Because, I don't think Vince would change Braun's name because he's established in the WWE specifically.
I think Reed would probably have a different name too, but also Reed would have a different employer.
Yeah, he would definitely have a different employer. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I mean, facts be the facts. Vince let him go. Triple H brought him back.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And sometimes he makes decisions. When briefly, we're not going to go off of Raw, but when we talk about the Vince thing, it's kind of ironic that I don't know if you got to it in your episodes that Vince is set in his ways on some things here, and they talk about Vince's dad and how he was set in his ways and he wanted things a certain way, and Vince wouldn't. Vince would have an idea and no, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah. So anyway,
I mean, Pritchard. I think Pritchard touched on that a bit when talking about the differences between working under junior versus working under senior. But I mean, that's probably elaborate on. I know you saw the 3rd episode.
I've seen every episode.
There's 6,
saw the
right?
whole thing the day of. 6 episodes. Wow. That's how I got my super cards leveled up. I was watching the fucking documentary.
Nice. So Jey Uso, Bronson Reed. For the fans that are saying, oh, it was only Bronson Reed's second.
It was Bron Breakker second, but that's okay. He's also a B name.
Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
Second title defense of the IC title, right? That's the point I was getting at.
50-something days.
Yeah, they mentioned. I'm like if they say he only defended the title successfully once, don't worry about it. He's young. He has a bright future ahead of him. Management backstage seems to really be high on him. This is not the end for Bron Breakker at all. I expect to see a lot more of him on Raw, probably also on SmackDown later on after whatever draft shakeup, yada yada happens, whenever that may be.
Well, Rich the Riz, they say the old adage, on any given Monday, you can win or lose. And I think that adds to an unpredictability to wrestling where people are shocked.
Yeah,
when
and
something happens like this.
Exactly. And on that point, I feel like under Triple H, there are some more surprises, some more things that you think things are going to go one way, but they end up going another way.
That's right.
And
All
that's
dogs.
yeah,
So
like we've been watching wrestling for 30, 40 years, right?
there's no need to go into
Lots of years.
age. Yeah.
Right. Lots of years. Let me tell you something, brother. We've been watching wrestling a lot of years, and there was a certain pattern under Vince. Triple H has a different pattern. We like the fact that we can't, like when we watch pay-per-view, we like getting things wrong because it means they surprised us.
That's right, Rich Torres.
So that's Jay and his new IC title. And speaking of titles, obviously Gunter is still denying Sami Zayn his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Do you think that this will happen? Do you think next week Gunter will finally accept, or Pierce will step in and make Sami Zayn versus Gunter, or what? What do you think is gonna happen?
All right. So the Saturday after next is Bad Blood.
Yes.
I think at this point, unless they're like waiting till the last minute, because I don't know. Back in the day, you'd want to have like your match established,
hmm
closer to the date of. But like, since people are gonna watch anyway,
Correction. Bad Blood is a week from today. I'm sorry. I thought today was
so
Friday.
it's a week from today.
Yes, Bad Blood
So
is a week from today. So there's just
so he's
one more
taking it.
Raw.
So it's got to be on Monday. You have to
hmm
have a title match set up already. Like
hmm
it's time. I don't know how. Maybe like win a non-title match, or well, I don't think so. I don't think they'll have him pin him like that.
No.
Something's gonna have to happen. Maybe they'll do like a beatdown on Sami Zayn, and then it's like, all right, you got your match. And then going in, Sammy's gonna be fucked up. I don't know, but either way, it's gonna happen. Pierce should step in, but I don't know if he will.
Yeah. I think uh definitely Pierce should step in because what the story we're being told is Sammy beat Gunter for the IC title at WrestleMania.
Yep,
Sammy is essentially the last person to pin Gunter. That is a strong case for Sammy for anyone that actually cares about the competition on the show. Adam Pierce should be his job to care about the competition on the show. So he should be like, you know what? I've been watching. I've seen this. I've seen that. Gunter, you're a dick. Ludwig, you're an absolute tool. Sammy's right. He's the last guy to pin you. That's what he did to earn a shot at the world title.
yeah, I agree. That really is how they do things a lot. Like they've done it with heels, where they'll be like, "Oh, I was the last person to beat this, and this," and they're like, "I should have," and they'll get in the match.
Yeah.
It's this. So I don't see reason not to. And for Gunter, you can challenge maybe not so much challenge his ego with being like, or what, he was scared or something. It's like, and he would be like, I don't know what you think about me being scared or anything, because
hmm
I could beat, Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
and
Gunter
all
would
that
laugh about
stuff.
that. But also,
Yeah,
this past week on Raw, Sammy beat Ludwig Kaiser.
that's right, clean.
hmm
I will. I didn't say. I was going to say we talked about it, but we didn't. I predicted that it would happen.
Yeah.
Like we said, it was going to happen, and it
Yeah. We can
happened.
check that out in
So
the Horowitz machine if you want.
yeah, so that's why.
hmm
And it was bound to happen. And I really thought after beating him he'd get a match. But so maybe Monday, to
hmm
the long answer to your brief, simple question there.
Yeah. Speaking of former NXT UK guys, right? Pete Dunne attacking Sheamus with the cricket bat again. We're gonna get some sort of weapons match
We
at
got to
Bad
get
Blood.
the Shillelagh versus the cricket bat match that
Yeah.
we also discussed last week. That should happen when I
hmm
accidentally said the other guy won, and it really wasn't the guy that I said won, but I corrected it later. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, it's Bad Blood is stipulation show. Anniversary to Bad Blood with the Hell in a Cell.
First
Um,
ever.
there's things going on. They still don't know what the main event's going to be.
Hmm.
Personally, I'm not a CM Punk guy,
Mm.
as we know, but I think the Hell in a Cell should main event the pay per view
It's
if
it's
it's the anniversary of.
yeah, it's really really tough to argue against that. That is probably the most heated feud going into Bad Blood with a very very
Well, it is a
very
Hell in a Cell. It has
right
to be.
right with a very very close second being Liv versus Rhea for the women's title now with Dom in the shark cage.
That's right. I wasn't expecting that, but wasn't I expecting that? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
the closest you're gonna get to rehashing of the custody of Dominic Mysterio that you're gonna get.
yeah. Instead of Dom on a pole, it's Dom in a shark cage.
Yeah, he's in there. He gets to watch two women. He's kayfabed, had known Shakespeare in the Shakespearean sense. His character has,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets to watch them fight each other. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
it's something. It's the things dreams are made of. Honestly,
You know, I hope at some point there's a ladder match he tries to interfere in, and he still can't push over the ladder.
like no, he has to exaggerate it. Just be like, not even
Just
not.
so always be like,
Can't. I
and
mean,
just can't push it over.
I've been informed that the one that doesn't like ladders is actually Tom and not
Mm,
Nick Mysterio.
okay.
So I can see how you would make that distinction. Did you catch that? Did you catch that when Pierce is like, every time Dominic Mysterio, you're always in these matches. He's like, that wasn't me, that was Tom. And I was like, oh my god.
I missed that.
Yeah, man, you gotta
Damn.
yeah, that's
I'm mad at myself for missing that.
yeah. You could always find it. You can always check it out later.
Yeah, right on YouTube TV
Yeah, it
for
wasn't
me.
me, that was Tom. No, that
uh,
was you.
I think it would be funny because it was a good line that Dom is always interjecting himself in these women's title matches. I think it might be funny if like he's given like an honorary women's championship.
At least an opportunity.
Yeah,
Um,
I
let's
mean
make it official.
he may or may not have already pinned Liv.
I mean, that would mean that he has pinned two a current and a former women's champion. So I think if we're talking about how Sami Zayn has, he should have a number one contenders match.
Hmm.
It's the same, I think.
I agree, but did Dom ever pin Rhea? I don't think that
We
ever
don't
happened.
know. We don't know that actually. We don't know if her shoulders actually were on the mat, wherever the mat happens to be at that point.
Nah, I, I I
Um,
I think their first few encounters, Dom was left tapping out.
all right. Yeah, I think that's safe to say, but we don't know about progression here. But I'm
Mhm.
not going to speculate because that's none of my damn business.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of stipulation matches, actually not even at Bad Blood, but next week on Raw, we're gonna have Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. Okay, I got the names right. That's the hard
Holy
part.
shit.
And a last monster standing match.
Honestly, what this match needs
Hmm.
is an interference from Bron Breakker. So next week we could just destroy your mind because then you're going to have to talk about it. And they're all three in the same angle.
They should make a triple threat match, and the two losers, have to
Change
change
their
their names.
names.
Fuck out
Yes.
of here. I
Yeah.
mean that, like we joked about it at the time, but that was one Vinceism that, as someone that keeps screwing up names, I agree with.
The Vince McMahon Memorial Lose Your Name Battle Royal or whatever triple threat match.
Yes,
Okay.
Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed. You know, we made fun of AEW with Hangman Page,
Paige,
Ethan Page, Page,
who's Saraya now, but still, I call
right?
her Paige.
Christian Cage, Brian Cage. That's 5.
And they're
That's
not even
5.
related.
They're not.
If they would have made it, would have been awesome if they would have liked that Brian Cage is Christian Cage's long lost son.
Yeah,
I have a
Brian,
real son now, Nicholas. Your time is over.
Brian Cage could be like, you know, I never knew my dad, but I watched Christian a lot growing up, and he was like my wrestling dad.
He was like my wrestling father,
And
especially when the Dudley Boys hid, or the Usos hid his, or who? Well, it was Dudley Boys. They hid Jericho's or Christian's ass cream, as it were. Do you remember
oh,
that?
ooh, that's the way
What are
back
you doing
machine.
with my Christian's ass cream?
Was Christian's ass cream? 'Cause Jericho said it wasn't his.
That's what I'm saying. The way he said it, though,
Yeah,
he meant to say it wasn't. It was Christian's, but it is his. It is Jericho's. The way he said it.
yeah, man, missed opportunity, but whatever. They don't need to keep appealing to the nostalgia,
No, they
right?
can't, and they shouldn't, because we'll shit on them for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so last monster standing. It's gonna be probably like a literal barn burner. This has to be the main event of Raw next week.
I mean, look, I'm just glad it's not on Bad Blood. Like this is a good thing because this is a whole thing that's taking place on Mondays. So
Yeah.
it's like Monday has its own little feud thing, and the blow off is coming Monday. And I don't know if it is. I mean, they might have a match at Bad Blood. We don't know. So I mean, you would think Last Monster Standing, this should be it. I don't know how you don't finish it here.
Yeah. Well, just real quick while we're on topic of monsters, I don't remember which announcer it was, but one of them referenced Piper Niven as using the Black Hole Slam, which was Abyss's finisher.
It might. Well, it's not Tessitore. It's not him that said that then, because he's an announcer. I
Honestly, you
don't.
never know.
It could
I
be
mean, because
him.
obviously, info is fed to them.
Oh, it's true. Okay, true.
So it makes you wonder if Abyss is the one that is
Why wouldn't he?
producing the Piper Niven match. He'll probably produce the last Monster Standing.
Well, you would want to use a person who's known for being in matches like that, and they'll know what to do. So apparently, he's really good at producing matches. So good for him.
Yep. So Raw, we also saw more tension within the New Day. Woods and Kofi grinding gears.
Well, look, I mean, first, he was I thought the backstage segment was kind of fun, where like, Kofi, he's got all the old school things,
The Bootios
and then Xavier's really not feeling that. He wants to like go out there, and then like at one point behind Xavier, there's a guy with a plate of pancakes,
Mhm.
and Kofi's like, and then he just leaves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's time. I mean, it's whatever. I don't think they're gonna break up. I think they might just shift alignment a little bit here, or maybe like it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna look like that's where they're headed. Well, that not they're headed, where Xavier is headed,
hmm
and Kofi needs to try to save him from himself, and that's gonna cause friction.
hmm
And I think eventually this is Big E has to come in. Like he doesn't have to wrestle.
Just voice of reason.
Yeah, like he's their brother. So like he would come in and and like reach Woods before he gets to too much of a darker place. And I realize that's a lot of nuance for a wrestling show, but you could do it. It doesn't have
Mhm.
to be as simple, okay, he's bad now, they split up. Like it's about to be 10 years.
Yeah.
So there's no way Big E, who's New Day through and
hmm
through, is not going to be involved. I think that's where this is headed. It's a reason to have Big E on, even more than being part of the New Day,
hmm
but to try to like be the glue.
Yeah. It makes sense, and I like everything about the storyline so far because all of that makes sense. Like Kofi trying to make good on to basically apologize for not cluing Woods in on his plan to have LWO help out, and just be like, all right, listen, we're we're on the same page. If you think I haven't been making the right calls, I don't disagree. We haven't been doing well, so I'll follow you. I'll follow your lead
There you
without
go.
without any sort of like twinge on it of like sticking it to it. It's not like, oh well, if you think you're good, you lead. But no, it was truly you lead, I'll follow. Let's go. Let's see. Let's get back on the same page here.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Alpha Academy still won, but Woods was doing a
American
little.
made.
Sorry,
American
American
made.
made. Can't stand this. It's like, okay, guys, we get it, but like, can you not? And then, so Woods, he was doing too many stompings. He was getting a little aggressive, and we'll see where this leads. Because Woods said, Kofi said he'd follow, but he didn't though. If he's not doing what Woods is doing, right? Like, shouldn't he be following his lead?
He should be following his lead. I didn't pick up on anything that Kofi didn't do that
But
Woods
it's not.
wanted.
Yeah, but like he's not matching his pace. Understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. Like, all right, he's being aggressive, then I should be aggressive too.
Ah.
That's what I mean.
All right. So there's still some communication issues, but either way, it's part of it's part of the story. It works. It makes sense. These are actual problems that people have. So it's relatable. It looks real. I like it. I like it.
Okay, I think it's cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool. Yes, I like it.
La- last note that I have here before we get to the Wyatt vignette and QR code. What's Cross doing with Miz now?
I think he's trying to seduce him to the dark side. He's like, listen, I also have a hot wife, and I know what it feels like, for that. And you should, don't have to be big and strong to be scary.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz is pretty scary not being as big as Bronson Reed or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it looks like we're getting heel Miz back or something. I don't know. But I feel like the only reason that Cross is on TV is for Ellering to have something to do. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's the future for this Testament group. Final Testament.
The
They're
Final Testament.
still doing things, not just inundating my super cardboard with useless pulls, but at the end of the day, here we are. I was a fan when he was in NXT before he, was
Mm-hmm.
castrated by Mr. McMahon,
Mm-hmm.
but he is yet to recover from all of that. I think some characters you need to carefully cultivate them for their myth to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do what happened, it doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the original Karrion Cross character in NXT, he had that aura. He had that mystery. He had that menace about him, right? And let's equate it. He had a lot of intangibles, and let's equate it to something like the Undertaker. Not a lot of person could have pulled off that gimmick. And there's a lot of protection going on to protect that character. That is what made it work, and that is where it failed with Karrion Cross. Vince screwed it up at first, and then Cross comes back. He was doing this movie, so he grew his hair out. He's like, okay, I want to keep my hair, and I mean, it's not all about the hair, but it doesn't.
You look less like a serial killer.
Yeah.
You look like you play a serial killer on TV sometimes.
Right, like on one of those cop shows. So you're in just the one episode and you get caught, and that's it.
If I was him, I would have had like no social media. I would have like no presence. Like,
Mhm.
as soon as I got onto NXT and was doing that, I'm wiping everything. I'm
He,
wiping everything.
he's missing that main character energy now.
Yeah, that's true. There's like all there is. You know what I mean? It's like, and a lot of them do it. Like Bronson Reed is out there tweeting like a 16-year-old girl. Like,
Mm.
what kind of monster does that? Get the fuck off of X, you idiot! Like, you're a
But
monster.
if he's a monster, he's destroying every phone he's trying to type on.
He can't. He's just too angry. He would
Mm.
just be cracking and breaking it. There'd be little shards of glass at his thumbs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
What should we call him?
no,
The tweeting kaiju?
yeah, and no coverage. No
Yeah.
coverage. No insurance company
Hmm.
will cover him. It's just too expensive.
Yeah.
But
Not
yeah,
not rent not renting him a car.
like no car rental. Like, here's the thing. Great to be serious for a moment. If I could be serious for a moment, Grayson Waller and
Theory.
Theory, they could do that shit.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people, the women's wrestlers, not because they're women, but because none of them really are doing like a mysterious thing. Like, if it's like, maybe Wendy Chu over there, maybe, but that doesn't, it's different. It's different for everyone. But I
Hmm.
think if you're trying to be what Karrion Cross is trying to be, like,
Hmm.
less is more. Like, the less I know about you, the better. You know what I mean? You need to keep people guessing.
Yep.
Nobody had Austin. Matt, could you imagine if Stone Cold Steve Austin had social media and he's talking about how he's a cat dad and all this stuff?
Hmm.
And I gotta believe he's this bad SOB. Could you imagine the Undertaker? The Undertaker being the Undertaker, and then I'm flipping through and I see the Undertaker on Twitch
Hmm.
and he's playing freaking Dark Souls or whatever video games. Could you imagine? Just imagine that.
Mm.
We had it so good.
We had it
Anyway,
so good. The internet
yeah,
ruined old school pro wrestling.
yeah, it's just too much, too much. But anyway, I digress.
All right. So yeah, looks like Miz may be in for a heel turn because obviously Cross didn't get through to Woods, or did
Or
he?
did he? He
And now
planted
he's
a
trying to recruit
seed.
Miz. Yeah.
He planted a seed. He threw some water on it, and he's off to the races.
Or maybe you remember how anytime someone crossed paths with the Fiend, they were changed afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional though, but it was interesting that it did kind of do that to some people. Some people it was intentional, but some people was like it's a pattern,
Hmm.
and humans notice patterns.
I'm just saying we haven't seen Oldberg since.
That's a good thing. Maybe he'll be on AEW or something, but I don't know about all that. I think Bobby Lashley's going to be on AEW.
MVP showing
Um,
up this week.
yeah, and we'll get to that later. I didn't mean to cut in,
Oh,
but
all good, all good. It's planting the seed.
that's right. So the seed was planted by Cross, but the thing is with the Miz is he's already like he's got that dog in him,
Hmm.
and it's easier when somebody's already that.
Hmm.
So
All right. So last bit from Raw was the Wyatt vignette. So in the Wyatt vignette, we were showed a little thing, whatever. I'm gonna read it to you. I took my notes here. It says, "I am but dust, a worm, a rebel. You cast your light of countenance upon me, and said, I shall live the words of the red. You speak, we follow. My life for you." And then following that was a QR code, which led us to
I'm gonna share it.
yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask that you adjust your yes to Basement Booker's tone, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go to here.
Yes.
All right, we're back.
Bookception.
Damn it. All right. Hold on. Wrong screen. Whoop.
Inside baseball there.
No, they saw. They saw. It's fine. It's fine that they can see. That's literal inside baseball.
Mm.
All right. So here we have recapitulation. I am all of us, allegedly. So there's all these words here. I guess we'll start at 404, or is that the end? 'Cause that looks like it's the end.
404 would
Not
have to be the
found.
end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 404 would be the 15th.
Okay, so derisive.
Recapitulation, by
Ah,
the way, is a concise summary. We have a video.
I didn't realize it was going to be video, so I don't know if I shared audio. Did you hear that?
I didn't.
All right, so I'm going to have to go back. I really hope I don't have to deal with the YouTube idiots on this one. Let's try this again. Also share tab audio. There we go. This should work better, I think. All right, I'm going to hit this button. This is derisive. Did you hear that?
Yes.
You have an empty room. Looks like books,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, and crap on the floor. Says Drake from his suffering. Yeah, cringe warning. Like some of these things might be cringe. It's just we're just having fun here. All right. Okay.
And derisive, of course, means expressing or causing contemptuous ridicule or scorn.
Oh, interesting. Even now, and there. Oh, it went back. Fuck. All right, we'll go back. Okay, wait. I think that there we go. Even now, you doubt us. Wait, there was a moon
Mm-hmm. Or an eclipse.
Okay. Yeah, it could be that. Candles. But soon you will understand that all we ever wanted was a chance. Wait, did that change the words to? Okay, so it's yeah, because it added the underscore, and it's gonna make the buzzard
Mm-hmm.
looks like a bird. There was a symbol in the static, and there was Uncle Howdy doing the creepy Monster Man thing. Just in time for Halloween in a month. So this will probably lead up to something there. All right. So next is invitation. Another video, damn it. Coming soon. Old school. So there's a house, and like it looks like a creepy little shadow there. Remember who you are. And then they're gonna put down a bag of poo, and it's gonna be on fire. And whoever stomps on it, they're gonna have a surprise.
Mm.
Wow, I wonder whose house that is.
Mm.
Oh, the next. Oh wait, did I click on the wrong thing?
No, that was invitation.
Okay, because it went to this then on its own. Because did it say Kintsugi before?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is a lot. Give me your tired, your poor. Oh, this is the Statue of Liberty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse by your. Damn it. I know how to read. You don't have to do that. Okay.
The night bird calls, and shadows cry.
Gotta be careful with these things. There's music. Remember who you are.
So while it's
Into
playing,
my mind.
I can remind people that kintsugi is the Japanese art form that involves repairing broken pottery or glass by joining the pieces together with gold or silver powder and a Japanese lacquer.
Or liqueur. No, he's right.
Into my mind.
It's music. We got a blah, 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 blah. I think that was Bray Wyatt from the Funhouse. Maybe.
Looks a little thin to be Bray, but maybe.
Yeah, it's true.
Into my mind.
They were broken. I didn't fix them. I accepted
Into my
them.
mind.
All right, music. All right, let's skip it. God damn it. That's probably going to be something like right here. They opened the door. We can be family. This shit's goofy. All right, so this one, it just goes into the next one, so I don't have to keep going back.
Cool. Metamorpho.
Metamorpho.
Short one.
Okay. That's a GPS. You will soon reach destination. It said he is waiting for you. Okay, spooky man in closet. Yes, I assumed it was a man. There's never a spooky woman in your closet. So that's dialing. That's dialing a phone. Rainy Rias?
The patron saint of Pisa and travelers. Pisa like the Leaning Tower.
Oh. Some binary code.
I'm not
I
putting
love this
binary
game.
code.
Someone's watching wrestling.
The wrestling game.
Yeah. That's
It's
2K 2024.
Is that Tiffany Stratton versus?
That's
I
Bailey.
can't tell.
That's gotta be
Bailey?
Bailey. That's
Okay.
Extreme Rules.
Hmm.
No, that's Bianca Belair.
Oh, okay. Bianca and Bailey.
Wait, I went back and I went all the way back. Okay, so that's the person taking the picture. I guess a selfie or
Video.
Video.
They
Okay.
just had the light on.
Oh, right. That's stupid.
What is
There's a
the
little
lower pane?
thing there. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to it.
Hello? Hello?
Maybe it's a picture or something.
Inside looking out. That was howdy.
So more spookiness, everybody. Now this looks to be like some kind of exclusive. Oh yeah, I'll link the page at the bottom if you want to go there too.
This is ROM 122A.
Thank you to everybody
Exclusive.
who voiced so much concern about me being missing.
Probably an 8. Probably an 8. All right, so this is the missing lady, the therapist lady, and she's a gossip exclusive apparently. I don't know how like a miss anyway.
Honestly, I'm surprised everyone was so worried.
I forgot who I was,
I was
and he reminded me
completely
who I am.
fine.
Remember who you are.
I can see her doing the selfie camera thing. I think that was the thing in the shot.
Could be.
And never in any danger. I'm just thankful he set me free.
Okay.
You're not Alexa Bliss.
How long does she have to hold it for, I wonder? Is she frozen? No, she's still moving. Okay, I thought it was like frozen. I don't think she's okay. I think she might be. Oh,
Thank
now
you to
they're
everybody
watching
who
it.
voiced so much concern about me being missing. Honestly, I'm surprised everyone was so worried. I was completely fine and never in any danger.
Obviously, hotel room.
I'm just thankful he set me free.
Okay, is that like her apartment where that is, or? Okay, so he's in the spooky little mirror there, just like in the spooky movies. Oh, spooky, spooky. Here we go. All the spookiness. This is here, not on Raw.
Then
Okay, all right. Okay, so
Right.
I'm gonna have to mute this because I'm not getting in trouble. So then they for RRMBHPAW.
It
Remember, Paul? I don't know. You see that, right? Hold on a second. You just when you talked, it was static.
I was playing. Sorry, that's my
Oh,
fault. That's my fault.
oh, okay.
So I typed in Google what is RRMBHPAW, and the first result is w.com, and there's a sublink to that. That plays a video, which
Is
looks
it
like it's this.
okay?
So I'm just gonna close that tab.
All right.
So I can stop screwing with this.
So those of you who are listening or can't see, it's the WWE thing.
The signature.
I had to mute the signature.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that because they don't fuck around. So if it gets cut off and it's no longer here, it's because they fucked me about. And there's nothing I can do about it, but link it at the bottom. You can watch the video there. All right, ready?
Yes.
So it's okay. It just started the show. Oh, what's this? So looks like somebody's like I forgot dash door ring door,
Door cam, yeah, ring doorbell, whatever.
and it's looking around. This one's called Signs. And in this video, it's moving across. They're like looking the camera, and watch, there's gonna be somebody there. Okay, never mind. Well, there's a light there. I don't know if it was always there. I wasn't paying attention before. And now there's gonna be somebody here. Oh, spooky, spooky. Nope, nope, still no. Why do they have the lights on like that? Are they sleeping? Because you shouldn't have the lights on like that.
I feel like you should have curtains.
Yeah, you should have curtains. All right. Wait, that was a baby. I set them free out of the miry of clay. Open their eyes. While you did nothing.
That's backwards. And its coordinates. Alright, so Rutile, I'm not sure. Because last one said Rutillo. I asked what Rutillo is. It says it's a mineral made up of titanium dioxide, has many uses, including source titanium, coloring agent, and a gem.
I swear, with the amount of time we're investing in this and nothing comes of it, I'm gonna be the rant will be legendary. It's gonna be, boy, what a contest.
I love me a good basement chair rant.
It's time. Take my hand. Things will be better. Trust me. All right. The bird went, okay, wonders.
Hell, hell is that? Yo, what is that?
I don't know. It's Uncle Howdy.
What the what's going on?
He's turning around.
Your eyes are better than mine.
Yep. Here. See, he's like there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the hair and everything.
What's going on?
All right. With Wonders, it doesn't autoplay everything. So that's here. So what's 11:19? There was Abby the Witch, aka Nikki Cross, aka Creepy Lady. Remember who you are? Yeah. He's pointing at things. There's roadkill. All the creepy images you can watch. Yeah, yay. Oh no, spooky! Oh, we didn't get to see. It could be anyone, literally. Really, it could be anyone.
November 19th this year, by the way, is a Tuesday.
Oh, so NXT, huh? There's a kid in a Halloween costume.
Is that Dominic Mysterio?
It might be Tom. We don't know. I think it might be Bo or as a kid.
Could be.
Okay, it's doing a lot of the zooming on the obvious picture of the skeleton boy.
She is nobody.
Did you say she is nobody?
Mm-hmm.
She is all of us.
And she's all of us.
February 24th
She
of
is
last year,
nobody.
2023, was a Friday. So we should look at what happened on
She
SmackDown
is
that year.
all of us.
Okay. But apparently she's nobody and
She
she's
is
all of us.
nobody.
So it's a she,
Mhm.
right?
She is all of us.
Can you please do something?
She is nobody. She is all of us.
All right, we'll keep with the repeating of she is nobody, she is
is
all of us. Hold on a second.
nobody.
There's a flicker. Oh, every time you move it, there's the little sign.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
She is no. She is nobody. She is all of
It
us.
just keeps going to zoom. There's static TV. There was a figure there.
Do you want to meet him?
Do you want to meet him? No, not really. That.
So at February 24th, 2023, SmackDown, there was a Firefly Funhouse.
Oh.
Cut to Bray watching his promo from last week and laughing, and cuts to a clip of Lashley speaking on Raw saying that he won't be disrespected. Funhouse News, and Bray plays news anchor saying things aren't great. He asks who opened the door and laughs. And it's time for the weather. Uncle Howdy gives the weather and cuts to a game show called Can You Keep a Secret? Blake playing game show host. Bray asks if you can keep a secret and cuts to a still to come. Cut back to the funhouse with Bray repeating the words, Can you keep a secret? As dark visuals play through the funhouse door. Got to Bray wearing a mask saying, if I told you a story, can you keep a secret? So just since we don't know what we're looking at here really as far as what's related. Imperium beat Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and Madcap Moss. Kofi beat
Braun
LA
Strowman's
Knight.
still working there. Okay.
Kofi beat LA Knight. Yeah. Shayna beat Natalia. Karen Cross beat Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were wrestling each other. Let's see what 404 is. Not found.
Tonight.
Oh no.
The night.
No. This is gonna get me into fucking trouble. So we'll
It's
play
an ad.
it.
It's a commercial.
Are you sure?
No, I don't know
All right.
their
We'll
weird
play
rules.
it And if it's not there, you know why.
Before Backlash brings the heat.
Backlash France. So this looks like an episode of SmackDown before Backlash France.
To France.
Don't blink. You might miss something spectacular.
AJ's coming back.
AJ is coming back.
When I paused it, there's a buzzard.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes will meet face to face.
They're putting the buzzard in the pyros, it looks like.
That's a spooky lady.
Mm-hmm. What did it say at the very end there? It's out of curiosity.
Because we believed.
Okay. Do you remember when we watched that episode where Scarlett and Shotzi went to the haunted house? And
we watched the thing, yeah, right?
So that's what that reminds me of.
There's stuff down here we can click on. What's this?
Elucidate.
These are the coordinates. And this is the other thing from the other thing we were watching last week.
Oh, okay.
Are you typing these in?
Elucidate, as we know, means to make lucid by explanation or analysis. So they are elucidating to us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Can you click the buzzard in the middle? Probably not. But
yeah, that takes you to this thing.
Last week, that was why I looked up Kintsugi last week. Okay.
Yeah. Let's remember. That's the sheep mask, and that's the Braun Strowman mask.
It's a new tab or something. I don't see it.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the white mask. There's a Strowman, and there's nothing in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they're gonna show up and be involved in that last Monster Standing match.
I mean, monsters being monsters and all.
Yeah. All righty. Well, that concludes. I swear, if they don't, oh my God, if they, with all that time, I swear to God. All right, let's keep it pushing. We're about an hour in here already. This supersized episode. We got a lot to talk about.
All right. So really, the only big things that I picked up from NXT was Zach Wentz and Wesley, that their heat that got really personal this week.
Personal, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, not quite that personal, because I mean, if that were the case, whatever. And Stephanie Vacker, I'm not sure how to say that. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But she made her presence felt coming on the screen, basically saying whoever wins the women's title, whether it's Julia or Roxanne, she's next.
I don't know, man. Roxanne, they might put Roxanne over. Like, I don't know why you would do that. I think the clear answer is Julia should win.
Yeah.
But either way.
And there was some Fraxium friction. Fraxium is, I guess, their sort of team name now.
I don't like that, because that's when you ship people, and they are not in a relationship. All right. And that was a whole, like, they're trying to like wedge each other. So Waller and Theory were trying to wedge between Axiom and Frazier, and their counter is like, well, we watch SmackDown every week. You know, you guys aren't really cool with each other. And just so you know, people that wrestle us, they don't stay tag teams for long. So we'll see you on CW or whatever.
Did you use ship as like to look for, to want a relationship?
That's how they ruin TV. So what they do is shipping is when
hate it.
Exactly, when they want two characters to be together, and it ruins shows. Like, as soon as it happens, your show's not long for this world.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's about them. But anyway, like I was saying, so they're trying to break each other up, and I don't know. Maybe that might be the catalyst. What happens at NXT next week, and that'll affect SmackDown the next. Because I don't think they're gonna win.
Yes, same. Speaking of SmackDown, one of the biggest stories there was the Cody Kevin Owens tension.
Yeah, they're doing this thing where they always hug after a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're expecting Kevin Owens to fuck Cody up, but he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not doing it. So when he does do it, it's supposed to just erupt.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe it'll be Cody turn. We don't really know.
I don't
Cody looked
know.
unhappy. Cody looked unhappy that KO didn't want the 6-man tag.
Well, it's understandable. I just don't see Cody Rhodes turning heel. I just don't see it. Like this version in his position right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it could be interesting, but with the bloodline there, I don't know. I don't think he can be.
I agree. I think whoever has the title has to be face, and they're not putting the title on midline. They're not.
No, they're gonna be off in their own Samoan drama,
Mm-hmm.
as The Rock always, whenever he says Samoa, he says Samoa. He's like, yeah, I get it. You're sophisticated. That's how you're supposed to say it. We get it. You're not two kids from Brooklyn who just say Samoa. All right.
Right. Right. We had Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton get a little tense also.
It was look, it was nice, I thought, actually.
Like I almost thought it was. I get it. I get it. I'm with you. I almost thought for a moment that they'd have some sort of screwy finish where there wouldn't be a definitive winner, and so it would be a triple threat at Bad Blood. Bailey versus Naomi versus Nia Jax, which would easily allow Tiffany to run and make it a fatal 4-way. But maybe with Nia down, Tiffany runs out, makes it a triple threat.
I was thinking that Nia Jax would get involved in that Bailey Naomi, and she'd have to fight both of them
Mm-hmm.
because they do that shit.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that they didn't.
Thankfully, they didn't, because Nia's already in a position where she doesn't want anything more to backfire against her.
Yeah, and I think her treatment of Tiffany Stratton is going to cost her dearly in the end. I'm not sure if it's at Bad Blood, but it should be at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
I just don't see Bailey walking out with the championship belt.
Yeah. Also, they said Bad Blood special start time 6 p.m. Eastern.
Oh my god, what does that mean?
No, for us it means we're recording on Friday, probably before SmackDown, but maybe after. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm starting to think we should record Thursday, because then it'll give even more time to get the show up in time or something. But either way, that doesn't matter to you guys. We'll figure that shit out. You'll have it before the show starts.
Yes, you will. So another big SmackDown next week. Mia Yim, I don't want to call her Michin, versus Chelsea Green in a dumpster match.
I wonder what was in the garbage, because I don't know if Cole was just selling. I think it was selling. It couldn't smell that bad. They shouldn't be able to do that. So never mind. So I wonder what's supposed to be in there.
So did you ever have a yogurt, throw it in the garbage, and then forget to take out the garbage that day?
Yeah.
Maybe that.
Maybe. Yeah.
I recently experienced that. I forgot to take out the garbage last night.
I
regretted it.
What you could do to prevent that, you could eat the yogurt and rinse it out, and then it's just an empty container in your garbage.
Yeah, that requires rinsing.
I know, but that hasn't happened for a long time. But yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just
it's a good idea.
Problems.
And one other sort of, we're all interjecting on each other here. LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. So Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, the series is tied at 3. Are you doing a best of 7 series? Why are these the only two
Yeah,
guys that just keep facing each other every single week?
I don't
Also,
mind it.
speaking of guys that face each other every week with the same result, no Giovanni Vinci versus Apollo Cruz this week?
That I guess they didn't have time to have him job out to Apollo Cruz today.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of that is, but uh, I don't know if you noticed, but they picked up on the awkwardness at the end with LA Knight and Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
Because Andrade was like, "Hey man, where I come from, if you respect each other, you shake hands, and
Yeah.
because of that, I don't respect you anymore."
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, when LA Knight came in,
Yeah.
because like he was attacked by Carmelo Hayes from behind when they were having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it was after the match,
Yep.
and LA Knight came in and he extended his hand to Andrade after helping him. And
Well,
Andrade didn't shake his hand back because he said, he doesn't respect him anymore after
well,
that.
well, Knight came out during the match, I guess hoping to distract Carmelo Hayes. He distracted Hayes, but then Andrade also got distracted, allowing Hayes to roll him up for the 3 count. So it's Knight's fault in Andrade's mind that Andrade lost. And then Knight looks for a handshake, and Andrade's like, "No, you cost me the match," and he walks off.
There should be like a triple threat match.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, it has to be.
If it's for the U.S. title, I don't see why. Just because they both have to be involving LA Knight in this.
And I think the point of having them have those 6 matches, Jesus Christ, was to show everybody on TV what they're capable of. Like to show their wrestling.
Cool.
Andrade's got a new entrance, kind of. It looks the Tron with the mask up there, and
Mm-hmm.
that was a little bit different, I guess. But it's when you have someone like an Andrade, where because of the barrier, the language barrier, he can't really express himself too good for an American audience.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has to have matches.
Yeah.
Because you need to highlight his actual in-ring skill.
Mm-hmm.
And for Carmelo Hayes, they're putting him with Andrade, I'm talking out of my ass, to like iron sharpens iron because Carmelo's great, but there's still some edges that need to be rounded out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's in there consistently with Andrade on TV doing this.
Yeah, I can see that. It allows Carmelo to get better in the ring when he's already great. It allows him to improve against a veteran. It allows this veteran that the American audience hasn't with yet, some of them, most of them, who knows, I don't know, to get to see more of his ability. He's like they're doing new stuff. That power bomb, that not power bomb, the power slam through the ropes this week.
Yeah.
It looked rough for both of them, but looked like Hayes didn't really land right. But when you're doing it through the ropes, your balance is all the way off. I have never seen that before. Kind of crazy.
I think it's good to have a balance. And also, I don't know if you noticed, like they fight each other a bunch, but it's like they're the Friday night Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Doing their thing. So like it's like I'd rather have a mix of both instead of like I'm gonna run you through this thing and I can push this thing over. Look at me throw a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's cool. They're both cool things. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Anything else there on your little list there? Your list of goals.
That's all I got. We got Bad Blood next Saturday. Anniversary of the first ever Hell in a Cell. We got Hell in a Cell between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And according to their promos, Punk might die in this match.
He might be eliminated. He might be lobbied. We don't know. I hope. Look, he's a dog dad. He's a dog dad. He's a husband. You got to remember he's still a human being, You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
someone is someone to somebody. You know what I mean? And Drew McIntyre can't stand that motherfucker. So really,
Mhm.
you know, it's the old tale. You know, two guys have an issue and they fight, and then
Yep.
that's it. That's the wrestling that
Mm.
everybody likes. So,
So, what? Let us know. What are you looking forward to? Which match for Bad Blood? Which match Raw, SmackDown? Because they're both huge episodes next week. Let us know down below. Our Patreon has all our links, all the socials. The Patreon is free, or if you can, truly appreciate it. Chucking a buck, not a lot. If you got like that. If not, we appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And Jay's got a party message.
before the parting message,
Oh.
we can still do like an episode. Like I know everybody's always in a rush to give their peace of mind on things as soon as they come out. But the documentary only came out like a few days ago. So
Mhm.
I think once you get to watch all of it, like we could have like a discussion about it. Okay. So in case anybody who's listening from the beginning is like, hey, where's the Vince stuff?
Mhm.
We ran out of time, but we could still talk about it once we both see all of it.
Right.
You know, it's 6 episodes, and you know, a lot of it is stuff we know, like
Mhm.
kind of, but there's some things we didn't know. So yeah, the match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers. Patreon.com/basement pod. It's down there.